what you fantasize about becoming. Had to quit sending music out cause somebody fucked around, leaked something. Every girl that I mess with knows what's up, but they keep coming. Pretty sure at this point they don't wanna know the secrets I keep from them. Put your phone down, be something. 25 and you broke. Talking about me on the internet, but you got me up when we spoke. I don't know if I'm genius, but I definitely...
Mastermind #2 is this weekend. I'm gonna have all the fellas at the house. We're gonna be pushing each other, seeking that personal growth, coming to the edge and stepping over that line. That's the prerequisite to success. How well do you operate under discomfort?
Airplane on my phone, floating off a Patron. In the club and I'm stoned. Used to curb me in the 10th grade, now things changed, I'm grown. I ain't getting dethroned, hit the gas and I'm gone. I'm the one that put the city on. I'm the one that got the city known off of turkey bags and a minute phone. I'm the one that gave us big records. I done fucked around and got my Guinness on. Yeah, in the city I be bidding hoes, put butt shots in the titties on. Me though I like natural, 50 bands in a satchel. Yeah, me and just jury actually, and she say my number to daddy. Used to do field trips up the Gaddies, used to do road trip to the Natty. Don't take no pics and don't add me, I'll take you to the show to meet Jackie. These girls will do anything.
Just like on the yard, but I don't got that tumbler from commissary. Got a nice white cup of that Folgers so I could break this off with my guys right here. I don't think you guys get it. Leaning into discomfort that whole time in the penitentiary is what did it for me. Made it real easy out here.
Treat the condo like a trap house, other spot a baby compound. Bad bitches get to run around. Bro, track star, you run shit down. I made this shit happen with 1 pound. I told bro that one band, one sound. She like fuck the 12, let's stay in.
Take it religious, take however the fuck you want. When you're going against you, you start running other places. When you're whole with you, you go wherever you're at.
Oh yeah, man.
Hey, you ain't gotta be shredded to show heart. You ain't gotta be in the best shape to just not quit. You know, everybody's on their own journey, everybody's on their own path, and you're at your level. So the only thing that matters is never quit, never fold, never break. Don't ever stop, and that's it. That's the only thing that separates everybody who's won on Wes's team from everybody who's fallen off. They just never quit. They showed up every day, regardless of how they looked, regardless of how they felt.
It's you against you. That's it. Are you ready to fucking level up? Are you tired of being a fucking bitch and just letting everybody walk all over you and your wife disrespect you and your kids disrespect you? They don't respect you because you don't respect your fucking self. Let's go.
Biggest epidemic we have is just a bunch of soft-ass cupcakes. Harden up.
One vision, don't let myself down. Walked around with my phone, making $300, $500, $800 a month, just telling people what was working for me. I didn't need a mansion, need all the cars and all that. I had already been through that as a drug dealer. I was kind of adverse to that. But when I started making it in a real way, really helping people, where it was congruent to client and coach, then I started to see how it didn't even matter. And now I detach from all desires and I sink into the work. I'm free right now. I'm free right now. A lot of the stuff that gets this done, this 9-acre motherfucker right here and those 9 exotic cars, that ain't freedom. But guess what? This gets that. So where I'm free gets everything you desire. And you just stay in a stage of desire, chasing something that ain't even getting you there from a job you don't like. A lot of people are consistent out there. Consistent at doing shit they don't like, consistent at negative thoughts, consistent at some bullshit. What we're doing here is consistently getting into flow state to then bring everything we're envisioning into fruition.
Red flag, you ain't getting no money. You on internet chasing that clout. Red flag, you cuffing these hoes. Fly out my dick in them out. I'm playing.
Sun came out. Every day I got up when before the sun was up. And that was the prerequisite to my success. I always just thought I'm first up, so I got first place. You gotta train the mind to feel a certain way about yourself. If you're last up, how you gonna feel? If you put in less, how you gonna be like more? How you gonna feel like more from putting in less, motherfucker? People showing up to work wanting to do the least. Give a fuck if you don't like that job. you're habitually constructing a low-level, half-assed motherfucker if no matter where you go, you put in less. That's why in the penitentiary, I said, I don't give a fuck, I don't want to be here, but I'm gonna be the best at this shit. I'm gonna be the best at this prison shit. And then when I got out here, same mindset. I'm gonna be the best at this shit. But guess what? This shit wasn't as hard as prison. So it was just fucking fun. Prison was fucking fun. My homeboy said the other day, he said, Wes was in prison, he didn't like it. I said, no, I loved it, motherfucker. Testing me every day.
Martin truck, ride it tail out. Had to get a new bullet, 4 new mates.
What's up, guys? It's Derek with Elevate Fitness, LEV8_fitness. I'm here with the Wes and the boys this weekend doing the Mastermind program. We're here to level up so we can level you up through our program, which elevates you in fitness, nutrition, and mindset to take you to that next level.
Hey, what's up, guys? Barry Smith here. I'm from Dallas, Texas. My Instagram handle is BarrySmith616. I've been married for 22 years to my beautiful wife, Sarah. We have 3 badass kids, super proud of all of them. I own a real estate company just outside of Dallas. Our main focus is Texas ranch land. We sell large acreage home sites. I've written 3 books, and over the past several months, I have focused on my marriage, on my mindset, and my body. Now I'm ready to do the same for you guys. Message me. We'll get started today.
Hey, Sean Trujillo here. I'm in the beauty industry.
It's still rolling, so keep going.
Hey, Sean Trujillo here.
Wait, do it one more time.
Hey, Sean Trujillo here. I'm in the beauty industry. What I'd like to do is just kind of take you on a little bit of a journey with me. This is something new for me. I've reached a fair amount of success in my field, in my craft. I'm very proud of that. I think I'd like to take myself to the next level in terms of showing you guys how to implement fitness into your work life and just teach you how the mind is primary. Mind is primary. Do better, be better, try harder. Let's do it.
Hyped up, whole gang, lit, two-tone, fuck it, roof flow, penthouse, roof flow, school a bitch, JUCO, he popped the gun, he juiced up, I don't even smoke, but if I did, my blunt be too stuck, fuck it, I won't bust it, I'll pull out it, got 2 sticks inside the couch and it's a pull out.
What's up, guys? I'm Adam, I own Bonds Inc. I'm a tattoo artist from Portland. I'm here to learn discipline and grow my business. You can find me on Instagram at Bonds Inc. I go from Seattle to Los Angeles. I'm all over the West Coast. I also make my way to the East Coast. If you need me, reach me on Instagram, message me. I'll get you with your booking prices. I hope to hear from you soon. Thank you, guys. Bye.
All right, guys, my name is Dr. Steve Enriquez. I'm here for you. You can reach me at drstevenenriquez@gmail.com. You can also reach me at my handle, Instagram, at Dr. Steven Enriquez. And I just wanted to let you guys all know I'm here for you. I'm here at Wes's compound, and I'm here to learn some awesome things and teach you guys how to level up in life. And that's what it's all about. It's all about leveling up, not just for yourself, but your family, your loved ones, you know, everyone that you work with. You have to set that good example for them. So that way you can get out of your own head. You can just eliminate the stress and anxiety and change your habits, change all the vices, drop the vices, just drop the vices. Change your lifestyle, increase your activity levels and exercise. Get ripped, rich, and rare. I'm here for you, let's go.
Hey, I'm Scotty with limitless.mentor on IG, limitless.mentor. What I do, I own a CBD company. I built multi-million-dollar brands. I'm about to start 3 more brands this year. I've lost 65 pounds in over a year. I got about 20 more to go. I can help you with any kind of business stuff. You know, if you're trying to start out a business, one of the questions about you know, how you get the money, how do you start the business, how do you grow your business? I can help you with that. Just hit me up at IG, limitless.mentor.
Said, have you ever stared in the face of defeat, steady chasing your dreams without the thought of retreat? Put your heart into everything, spilled thoughts on the beat, and felt the world crumbling but still kept on your feet? What's going on, guys? Luis Revelo Jr. here at the Watson Estate at the Mastermind, getting it in, just soaking in all the energy, you know, just getting it done, guys. Look, 6 months ago, I was $1 million in debt with my business. I had just gotten married, just found out my wife was pregnant with my first baby boy, and abusing alcohol, drinking every day, 60 pounds overweight, guys, and I needed a change. And I had been following Wes for a couple years, and I finally decided that enough was enough. I just got sick and tired of being sick and tired. So I hired Coach Wes to get me right, got on his program, and here I am 6 months later, the Watson Estate, the Mastermind. I made $700,000 this month alone with my coaching business, my contracting business. I'm here now taking advantage of this opportunity and gonna make the most of it. So yeah, man, we're here. Luis Arevalo Jr., YouTube, Instagram, anywhere, just Google me. I'm a Christian rapper, life coach, and let's get it. Team Watson Fit. Get with it or get lost, boy.
Hop out like a big dog. Get my shit together, feel like I done took 2 years off. Booking on my schedule.
And he was just about the adversity, talking about struggle and fucking overcoming challenges and where he's been from as an immigrant coming to America, then becoming a quarter billionaire and everything he struggled with. And then I went on his podcast, and that shit went 800 and something thousand views. You guys, if you keep missing, no one can fucking count on you. Like, how can someone count on you if you just are wish-washy with your environment I grew up in? Like, everybody sold drugs. Like, that's just what we did. Like, oh, how you gonna make money? We're gonna sell drugs. We're gonna fucking get this weed. We're gonna get this coke. I was selling coke at like 12. Like, my brother's like 3 years older than me. So him and his friends that were older and shit, they were buying weed and coke and everything off me. Like, I was fucking 13, sitting in the back of some girl's fucking Forerunner going down to Mardi Gras in downtown. And I was 14. I'm like, what the fuck do you guys have me with, you guys?
Calling all the steppers to the front. You ready for the show? Hey, it's on. We always number one.
Everyone's trying to find what works. It's like, what fucking works. You just don't do that work, It's crazy. But I want everyone just to share something, while the camera's out, share something.
One of the biggest things that I've noticed with people, I've had, over 200,000 interactions, patient visits, and there's a common thread between all of them, okay? They all have fears, they all have vices, they all have insecurities, and they all have limiting mindsets. And it shows up on their body, and it shows up in their behavior and their attitude, and it shows up how they interact with the world and their relationships and the amount of money they make. And one of the things that really stuck to me and changed my life and what Wes showed me was that if you can manage your mind, your body, and your spirit, and connect those two together and maximize those and just shed all the things that aren't necessary, then you can literally change your whole body and whole mind and improve the lives of not just you, but everyone around you. And the biggest thing that he really showed me is it's not about you. It's not about you. It's not about being selfish and caring about your feelings all the time and how are you comfortable. And it's about giving to others and really getting off of yourself and getting out of your own freaking head. And that provides that power because you're not so stuck on self. You're out of time, you're present. And when you're present, that's where all the power is. And another thing that really stuck with me and that's huge, you can never stop, right? And if you think of it like that, like I'm gonna get up and just do this every fucking day, no matter what, then you're out of time, right? You're not thinking about the future and you're not thinking about the past. And that's the biggest thing right there. That's what drives everybody insane, is that they're so focused on the future and the past that don't exist. It's a conflict with their body, it's a conflict with their soul.
I wrote a book during COVID, bro, while we were on lockdown. I wrote a fucking book, while trying to build a business and being married and having a lunatic as an ex-wife and I raising, like driving her kid back and forth from school and doing every fucking thing. I'm like, I'm gonna write a book too. And I had to get up at 1:40, not 2:45. I got up at 1:45 to write till 2:45 every morning for 18 months, and then I got the book published. Like, when are you gonna realize like, just not only not missing is a prerequisite, but not missing and then adding something, and then not missing and then adding something, and then not missing and then adding something, to where you have this fucking psycho fest of shit going on, to So we were like, how much does it cost to keep that bush fucking tree? Is that another water feature? Jesus Christ. Actually, law of diminishing intent. And he's like, what the fuck? I'm like, yeah, it's a universal law that he's talking about that most people never could understand that they tap into, the law of diminishing intent. And the law of diminishing intent states that if you do go after something, and or the longer you prolong doing this thing that you want to do, that your conscience is calling you to do, the harder it is actually to do. You're putting up barriers and walls and everything right there. It's an actual universal law of punishment. It's just like karma. If you believe in karma, you need to believe in the law of diminishing intent as well, because you just make it more and more difficult by putting that barrier in front of you. What I've always told people is that what I do is expedite them crossing the bridge, and the bridge is built with all their fears. This bridge is built with all your fears, and as soon as you experience all these fears, then you've crossed the bridge. And once you cross the bridge, there's no going back. And so now there's only forward progress, which is adherence to very simple daily habits that actually build your intrinsic worth and your intrinsic value, to where now you have a whole different set of parameters you're living by. I'm only the byproduct of self-validation, building my intrinsic worth to these habits that are aligned with my conscience. And these habits built this whole life. You guys are chasing the result and not validating yourself with the habits that get the result. So the whole thing is drop the result, validate yourself with the habits. Don't denounce the result, still visualize it, it's still there. Don't denounce it at all like most idiots do. I don't want that, I don't need that. It's not about that, not even about that. It's about just validation of the habits. But I mean, I love seeing it. I love seeing people change and grow and the levels they can adhere to.
Wow, her bed spilling like you just bought out the shower. Buy a perk for the bitch before I buy her flower. Go lurk for it, clutching over now.
Hit him with some fire, Scotty. How much you dropped this year?
Dropped 65 pounds.
Dropped 65
bitch, that's what it is. I do the work, I ain't no fucking bitch. Y'all the bitch because y'all motherfuckers won't do the work.
Multi-millionaire dropped 65 pounds, all areas. It's the mindset, the habits, and everything that he applies in every area. The last area for him was the physique, which is the same for a lot of fucking people. But Scotty said, fuck it. He said, this is my year. He dropped 65. Watch what we do this year. You guys are gonna laugh. This guy, we gotta do his leg routine. We gotta do Sean's leg routine. Look at Sean's legs. I won't put my shit away.
Name that you ain't even do. Fuck the other side, they need be shot for trying to duplicate. Ran out with the swear like they forgot where it originate. Fuck the trolls, the blogs, the hoes, and yes man who be instigate. Hit him in the head and he survived, but still a mental patient. I don't even have to drop no payments, they feel obligated. Shit so complicated, now the killers be cooperating. There's investigated, but I know.
So many people need a reason. Need a reason to drop the drink, drop the dope, drop the bullshit. And the reason is your word to everybody. Barry dropped that drink working with me. He was done. He said, this doesn't serve me anymore. Where's he at now? Could have been hungover on a Sunday. Now he's in here again.
Best day of my life was 2.5 months ago. Last day I hadn't had to drink in over 2 months. Best day of my life.
I run shit, no cap, I set the tone. Slide my Rolls Royce through the hood, that shit look good like right on. Get your arms and learn your hair done when you want from now on. Tell the police I don't do nothing, I've been selling these songs. Ain't put no cap inside my rap, ain't too much leading you on. My little youngin' ready to slide, he listen to shiesty all day. Everybody in the supercharge, I know we getting away. You want me to come inside of who? I nutted in her face. I don't like to go too many places, I run shit in the A. Get a hotel for a year straight, ain't no plan. Woo!
That's right.
Hell yeah.
This is my grip flip.
is that yours? I'm like, yeah. She's like, that looks way different than mine. Oh yeah, it's like a lifted one. She's like, I have a G-Wagon. I'm like, what do you do? She's like, I'm a doctor. And I'm like, okay. She's like, I'm an esthetician. I make people look beautiful. She's like an MD. And I'm like, I showed her my Instagram. I'm like, here's what the fuck I do. And I showed her Dr. Steve. And I said, my boy right here, he's a doctor. That's pretty, I mean, I don't know. People just don't get that whatever happens from something like that, it's confidence. You pulled up, got noticed. I mean, people are scared to pull up. They want that. They want the attention. Scared to get it. But I'm like, you need to grow your social media. I go to her social media page, it's all like corporate, you know, stupid pictures, none of her. I'm like, that's not how you do it. I'll show you how to do it. Like, do you sell everywhere you go? Like, literally turned a visit at the gas station into a high-ticket sale. Watch. You guys, tell your story more. I always tell my guys there's two types of people. There's the individual that walks in the room and says, there you are. And there's the individual that walks in the room and says, here I am. Which one are you? Which one are you? We need your story of overcoming. It'll help me. It'll help him. What is your story? Stop just speaking in platitudes and figurative speech. Tell the exact facts of what you did to get from where you were to where you are now. That's the most helpful form of education.
Oh, who's this guy? Is this Dr. Steve? Oh my God. Fat boy Dr. Steve.
Look at him now.
Dude. Yeah. No way. No, never again. Never again. Look at this guy. 230 pounds, just fat. Just a piece of shit. I feel like shit about myself. I said, no more! Fuck that! You're better than this! Let's go!
Big Steve has his stories. He's kind of afraid to let it loose. Drinking 8 ball a day. He said, what will the patients say? They'll say, help me. I'm doing the same thing.
Yes, he is. Look at him. This is him before. How much before?
That was 65 pounds in. Now,
bro, look at this guy.
The best things about Weswatson's Mastermind is being around, gosh dang, all these badasses. I thought I was doing pretty good live. You know, you have to stretch yourself. You get up here, you get with the top dogs, you realize you can do more. You realize you're not a badass like you thought you was. Thanks, Big Wes. Appreciate you, big man.
You're ever going to learn is how to share your story and not be afraid to stand in front of people. You want to be a fucking coach? You want to be an influencer? You want to be a businessman? You want to be an entrepreneur? But you're scared to take the fucking stage and say, no, follow me? That can't be. You have to stand the fuck up and take and show your value. You guys, life. You see my movie theater here, my mansion, all my shit. It was never about more than being and becoming a certain type of man who honestly could do everything. That's all it was from day one. Could I create the man who could do everything? So what does that take? It takes not quitting. And that's all it is. Once you get a proper blueprint, once you have that clarity, clarity's power. Once you have the clarity of who you must create, then once you create that individual, you're able to do anything. You could slap down any fucking blueprint in front of me and I could do it. Because I've conditioned myself mentally to be able to do it. A lot of you guys would be much further along in life if you didn't stop and start and stop and start. And that's what the penitentiary did for me. The penitentiary taught me that every day I got up just to feel better. Just to feel better. Just to check every box off the list of what I must be. And are you guys doing that? Are you working towards this? Are you really it? Would you listen to you? I had one of my clients one time on our group call. He said, Wes, how do I get my 14-year-old nephew to listen to me? And I said, I wouldn't fucking listen to you. I'm like, would you listen to you? I said, do you even fucking listen to you? Do you even listen to you, motherfucker? And he's like, okay. It's like, why the fuck do so many people want to have their voice heard, but then they're they're failing in so many areas, fearful in so many areas, have lack of results, so that's where it starts. We're starting with the results. My man right here's chopped, my man right here's chopped. So in those areas of being fit, these guys are better than 99% of the planet. Both these guys in fitness, the way that the shape they're in, they can teach that.
Getting up here, shit, I was nervous as hell. I'm still nervous. But if I'm gonna tell my kids to do the hard shit, we gotta do it.
First kid, bro, come with some fucking heat. You always preach some real, deep, higher powers.
And they come from very humble beginnings, and they sacrificed a lot to get to the United States of America so that I could have a better life. So they were searching for a better life for themselves. And growing up,
slacking on them.
Growing up, I'm grateful that they took me back to their hometowns because I was able to grow up seeing what life is.
Fucking effort. I always thought as long as I was doing better than those around me, then that was fine. And so I made sure I stuck around people who I felt were lower than me, which was a fucking shitty thing to do. I didn't bring anybody up. I was selfish. I played the victim, man.
And the other reason too, besides just making money to feed my family, was I was scared that if I was gonna get in trouble again, that I might need something to do inside so that I could eat and survive.
Hey guys, here! It doesn't matter what the fuck I say. It doesn't matter. That's what I learned this weekend. It doesn't fucking matter. Fuck you, Steve. You're a pussy. Step the fuck up. What happened to you? I could stand up here and talk in platitudes.
Mark Twight, Michael Blevins, they did the movie 300, and my trainer trains Henry Cavill and Jason Momoa for the superhero movies. I've been able to train with SEAL Team 1, SEAL Team 6.
Fucking went to work every day. 8 years old, all the way till I was 19. 6 days a fucking week. I would get out of school, go to work. On Saturdays, go to work. 8 hours a day. And then, of course, when I was at school, I'd get out of school at 3 o'clock, and then we would work till not 8 o'clock, but 6 o'clock, 7 o'clock sometimes. And then I'd come home and eat dinner.
So in 2023, your personal brand, who you are, and everything's going to be measured with your ability to connect. You can't lead if you can't connect. And if you can't connect, you're not going to be able to influence and get people to really follow you. And I mean, it's not all about followers. All you guys, I'm not trying to have followers. Like, so many people are so adverse to followers in social media. But I'm going to tell you firsthand, all you guys were followers. A lot of guys fucking just watched a YouTube video of mine. And without even talking to me, they just started researching macros, dropping weight, and then they hit me up. They're like, dude, I'm down 40 pounds. And I'm like, well, now do you get it? Now do you fucking get it, what we're doing here? We're really affecting people's lives by trading our time that we is so limited to help people we don't even fucking know. And they all talk about, oh, it's what we do for others. I didn't see you move a fucking finger for nobody today. And I spent my whole day thinking about other people. That's all I've done for the longest time. Because I'm tortured. I'm a tortured fucking soul with all these desires and everything I want to be and do and me and all this shit. I realized that I just had to create the best man I could and then teach others to do that. I had to heal my pain and teach others to do the same. Then I was free from everything. And it brought in everything I wanted and solved everything. So as soon as you realize that your trauma and your pain, like Scotty was talking about, is a prerequisite to your purpose, fuck, you're not going to really realize it until you show that, hey, he overcame it. One of the top people in the world the other day said, Wes, keep fucking saying it. Keep saying it. Your story of overcoming, the world needs it. And people are like, yeah, they do, Wes. But all your guys' I fucking teared up during Scotty's shit. He got me. He's the only one who got me, you motherfuckers know that. And Sean did a little bit because I could feel it. That he's holding on to something. It was more of he's holding on to something. But I was in his story. I was in Scotty's story. I was there with him. You guys need to know how to do that. You need to bring people into your story. And the only way you can bring people into your story is if you're in your story. You have to live in it. Be back there. Fully present. A lot of you guys aren't present still because that fear and ego. Like, am I saying it right? How am I being looked at? Fuck all that. It's not about you. Drop all that shit. Moving forward, I want you guys to stop really validating with how people view you and validate yourself with how you show up for other people. That's it. And like, if it ever worked for you, if you ever remember that day when you needed that book written from that guy that you don't know that changed your life, then fucking flip that around. You're the guy who's writing the book for someone else that doesn't know you, that's saving their life. Why just because it was Napoleon Hill is it significant? Why isn't it Derek Josic? Why isn't it him? Why the fuck not? Who the fuck is Napoleon Hill? He's someone now, but he was just a man writing a fucking book. I wrote a book. I was called to write a book, and I had no fucking time. It was during COVID. Life was looking like it was getting pretty grimy at that time. We'd never not been able to go to gyms. Like, all these places are all weird shit going on. I didn't even pay attention to any of it. I wasn't letting the fear get me of where life was going. I signed more people during COVID than probably ever because people were training at home. And who am I going to listen to? The guy who fucking trained in prison at home in his small confined space. It seemed like everything just worked for me. Or was that my mindset? That everything just works for me? Because in all reality, my boy told me the other day, he said, and I've said this before, but he said, bro, like, you never lose, huh? I'm like, no, I never see it as a loss. Like most people I went to prison with saw that as a problem. And they didn't come out jacked. Came out with a bigger drug habit, more insecurities, extreme validation issues, and they were just still fucking followers. I came out a leader, and it was because I led myself. So it all starts with you guys. Drop all that shit within you and start showing up for everybody else. But I mean, I really love how you guys came up today and how everyone shared their story, because I know it's difficult. I know it is. Like, but fuck, what the fuck's worth doing anything if it's not difficult? Like, what the fuck is worth anything if it's easy? What the fuck do you want to do easy shit for? Real motherfuckers don't want it easy. They're like, oh, it's hard? That's what I'm gonna do then. Love you guys. Thank you.